I like this ending. Hopefully this begins like the breaking up of the love story between Marinette and Adrian now, because as they've shown, like, oh, all right, as they've shown, they can't know each other's identity, and it has been 3 seasons of them cock teasing and doing so much, like, oh god. So hopefully this breaks that up. Yeah, I would say this was probably the best episodes of this season. I think I enjoyed episode 2 more than episode 1, or part 2 more than part 1 of the finale. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna watch Ladybug until next year. Because after this, I plan on doing Kipo, which is only gonna be like 5 parts for me, because I plan on doing 2 episodes per reaction, so that's gonna go quick. But then after that, who knows what I'll do? Like, I'm probably gonna do some Eastern cartoons, specifically Japanese cartoons. That is to go forward. I'm gonna have to take a little break to just organize my thoughts, and I'll be back. Okay, that was a bit of a longer break than I was planning. Things came up. Oh, what? Who cares? Oh god. Miraculous, yes, the Battle of the Miraculous. Let me just put that right there. I like what they've done with the romance part of these 2 episodes. I like. I think I mentioned that hopefully this is the beginning of the breakup of the things that they've done in the previous episodes. Hopefully it goes somewhere, because I would say the romance part of this show have been pretty bad, pretty annoying, just of how dragged out and how it has felt that they have been so afraid to go further. And hopefully this is a good way for them to do something else, do something new. Because it is obvious that they're not going to get together. Because they probably think that if they are going to get together, then it's going to be when the show ends. But I feel like I hope they don't. Hope they find other people to be with. It doesn't have to be Kagami or Luca. I mean, very rarely do you get together with the person you first fall in love with, or the first person you have a sexual just feelings for. So yeah. So that's the romance part. Good. I'm starting to think, is there anything about this episode I didn't enjoy? And I can't think of anything. So these 2, I mean, it's probably because I just watched them that I'm like, oh, these are the 2 best episodes of the show. Probably not. There were probably in the other seasons, I feel like there might have been better episodes. I will say I tend to really like the the intros and the finales of every season, or when they do like these two-parter like stories, they're really good. Sadly, there's a lot of filler. It feels like in the show. Yeah. I will say one thing that I'm not afraid of, but that I probably won't like, is that it feels like the character growth they gave to Chloe is going to disappear. It feels to me that they set character development that Chloe got. She's gonna go back to the way she was in season 1, and like the type of Chloe I did not like. The type of Chloe was like, oh god, every single episode, like people get accumulated because of Chloe and blah. Like we started seeing a little bit less of that and a little bit more of the good sides of Chloe. And I feel like we're in the next season, we're not gonna get that. Maybe they're gonna do a few episodes of her going back to the way she was, to then be able to, you know, truly get over her fangirlism of Ladybug, and to truly like become something that's not just the spoiled daughter of two rich people. Yeah. Hopefully that's what they're setting up. I'm afraid that they are not gonna do that, or that they will keep Chloe a fucking bitch, and not a good type of bitch either, for the entire season until the finale, to where she changes. If that's the case, then they have really not done Chloe's character any favors, or like, you know what I'm trying to say, it like, I'm not looking forward to what they do with Chloe in season 4. The whole thing about they repaired the not Ladybug, the God, what is that called? Peacock. The Peacock, or Peafowl. I don't remember if it's called Peacock or Peafowl. Miraculous. Does that mean that Adrian's mom will be okay, or I don't know, to me that feels like very weird if that were the case, like, oh, she's okay now. Probably not. No, it's probably not the case, because I think what they need to do is, the whole point is that he wants all the Miraculouses, right? His goal was not just to fix that one. His goal is to get all the Miraculouses so that he can like bring people to life, I guess, or undo certain things. So ignore what I just said. But I guess that's their way to go. Like, all right, she can help him now with as Mayura without suffering any consequences for it. Even though I think that was one of the more interesting parts of the Peacock thing, because I don't give a fuck about the Sentimonster thing. I found it interesting, the moral dilemma that Hawkmoth had to go through, and I wish that at the end of this, even though maybe he did manage to, there at the end she would be like, oh, not for anything, I got this bullshit thing that now makes it so that it works. You know, you can fix it. And then she falls into the same type of coma as his wife. And it's like, and then during season 4 he's so reluctant on using, even though it is fixed, he's so reluctant on using it again, the peacock wand, because, well, both his wife and an assistant that he truly cares about, they're now both laying there like in comas, and he's like, I don't know if it was worth it. But it's gonna push him to even further to try and save both of them. And then that would bring a lot of good family drama between Adrian and Agreste. Because Adrian would be like, what happened to Natalie? Like, she's just gone all of a sudden. I noticed that she was coughing all that just like Mom. What happened? And then Agreste, would... I think that would be interesting. They're not gonna do that, judging by how this ended. So... it is not the best episodes. The more I talk about them, even though I like the episodes, what they have set up for the next season, outside of the romance and the whole point of Ladybug being, the holder of all the Miraculouses, that is interesting. But the other parts, I'm like, I don't know if I'm looking forward to those things that much.